T-2 until Thanksgiving. We got Thanksgiving Eve taking place tomorrow. Woo, I can't wait for this very, very historic day. But in the meantime, the Pledge of Allegiance and start of this show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It is Tuesday, November 21st. Mornings with Marcel and Friends starts right now. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into another installment of Mornings with yours truly and you, your friends. It is great to have your well-deserved company straight forward to a great 5-day vacation after a long, stressful days of 12 months at work. And I promise you, it's going to be a great show for you in the next 30 minutes. So I got another Thanksgiving holiday tips, as well as the look at the holiday season as well. But beware, December is right around the corner. We got Christmas. My uncle's birthday is on the 10th. And, of course, the New Year's on the 31st. I have all the other tips are coming your way for you. So do stay with us for that. But for now, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for a look of what's happening around the world and all you need to know before you head out the door. I know you're heading to work and of course the school for kiddos and teens. I know you did. So here it is now, ladies and gentlemen, your Tuesday's installment of today's news. The 5 things it is. A few days before Thanksgiving, the White House appears eager to promote dropping prices on everything from gas to the cost of turkeys, as many Americans across the nation grapple with a holiday cash crunch. The push to highlight easing prices comes as the Biden administration has struggled to move the needle with voters who say their pocketbooks are in pain despite some improved economic indicators. So, here now, the rest of you definitely need to know in the 5 things to get you up to speed and on with your day. Starting with Israel, and it is day number 46, where a Hamas leader said today the militia group is close to reaching a truce agreement with Israel, supporting similar assertions from the White House. Yesterday, National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said that negotiators getting close to the end on the release of hostages held by Hamas, but he declined to elaborate on the details of a potential deal. An estimated 239 hostages are being held in Gaza, abducted during Hamas attacks on Israel that killed around 1,200 people. That's 1,200 on October the 7th, according to the Israeli military. Also, in a rare glimmer of hope for Gaza, 28 premature babies arrived in Egypt as Palestinian authorities ramp up efforts to transport injury patients through the Rafah crossing for life-saving treatment. Next up, the company behind ChatGPT is OpenAI, facing a potential wave of employee resignations following the surprise ouster of CEO Sam Altman. More than 500 employees signed a letter threatening to quit after they accused the OpenAI board of mishandling Altman's firing and negotiating in bad faith with the company's executive leadership. In a scattering letter, the employees warned that they would immediately follow Altman to Microsoft unless the board resigns and reinstates him and Greg Brockman, the former president of OpenAI, who was also removed by the board back on Friday. Meanwhile, Microsoft stock reached a record high yesterday after announcing that Altman will join the company to head its artificial intelligence innovation division. Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P are in the green arrows. I'll explain why, as well as the futures coming up. Now, as many Americans across the nation look forward to embracing loved ones this Thanksgiving holiday, health experts are encouraging safe gathering habits amid a mix of seasonal versus in circulation. The latest CDC data shows cases of flu, COVID-19, and RSV are picking up in most parts of our country, meaning many common public service and heavily populated areas may potentially be contaminated. However, there are a number of familiar precautions you can take to keep from catching an illness from fellow travelers or out-of-town visitors, such as hand washing, opening windows when possible, and masking in areas with limited ventilation. Vaccines are also available at hospitals and major retail pharmacy chains to express expert stress. Plus, each household here in the U.S. is now eligible to order an additional 4 at-home COVID-19 tests for free. A court will decide how much former President Trump can directly criticize Jack Smith, the special counsel overseeing his federal election subversion case back in 2020. Yesterday, a federal appeals court in D.C. heard oral arguments for over 2 hours about the gag order issue against him by the judge. The order restricts Trump's ability to publicly target court personnel, witnesses, or Jack Smith and his staff. Overall, the judges were skeptical of Trump's broad arguments that the gag order violated his free speech rights, but may loosen some of the restrictions against him. The appeals court had temporarily frozen the order, a move that last week allowed Trump to continue his attacks on the special counsel and his family. And last but not least, police say 4 people were injured after a gunman opened fire at a Walmart near Dayton, Ohio, before taking his own life last night. Authorities say the suspect entered the store at around 8:35 Eastern, 5:35 Pacific, and shot 4 people before turning the gun on himself. The victims were taken to hospitals for treatment. Through their current conditions remain unclear. Yesterday's violence marks at least the second deadly shooting at the store. And according to the Gun Violence Association, it also among at least 609 mass shootings every year. Separately, a search is underway for a shooter in Colorado after 3 people were killed on the same day in a dispute over property lines. The incident in the rural southern area remains under investigation. Hope my laptop is not too froze, but I will have the breakfast browse and the verse of the day coming your way for you in just a bit. But according to the Gun Violence Archive, how many of all of them? Almost getting to the 610 mark. That's 609. Mass murders, 33 of them. That's the total of injuries is 32,940. All right, that's the 5 things for you on this Tuesday. Breakfast browse, skip flagging, why some flyers love it and why airlines hate it. White House joined threats for the very first time. Woo! I never go away. I never deactivate my Twitter account, or should I say the Twitter X, but I had to stay on my platform to keep away from my hackers. My followers is also there too. Now, this library book was 100 years overdue. It just got returned to a library in Minnesota. Napoleon releases in U.S. theaters this week. And a never-before-seen glimpse of the heart of the Milky Way. Got today's quote coming up. But today's number for you, 40%, that's the percentage of Ukraine's electricity grid that has been destroyed by Russian missiles and drones over the last 2 years. Amid ongoing airstrikes, tech giant Cisco confirmed it quietly sent dozens of equipment kits into Ukraine over the last several months to help the country keep the lights on this winter. Now, from Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg, today's quote is this. This holiday season is estimated to bring some of the busiest travel days in our country's history, saying travelers should anticipate flight delays surrounding Thanksgiving due to some weather concerns and busy skies. So approximately 50,000 flights are scheduled across the U.S., the FAA estimates, and are likely meeting crowded airports and long lines. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy today's installment of the 5 things. And from when I get back from Thanksgiving, back next Tuesday for more. Black Friday is right around the corner too, and Cyber Monday. So bear with me here on my socials. But for now, it's 11 past the hour. When I'm washing my hands from this germs of dirty, here's today's verse of the day to lighten up your morning. And it goes like this. I was taking number 1. And of course, the washing my hands to keep away from dirt and all things germs. That was my brother's mouse pad instead too. So sorry about that. All right. You know, in the ongoing hours of the past 24 hours or so, the White House, President Biden, First Lady, Vice President, and many others are now joining for the very first time on Threads as ex-owner Elon Musk faces backlash over anti-Semitic embrace. I'm going to share that to you as well. And this is from NM Business. And of course, my socials, I will share that to you for that too. So let's see what they did. So the White House yesterday joined the social media platform Threads, delivering a boost to Meta's ex-competitor Musk, facing backlash for endorsing an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory or even free speech. Oh, no, that's a lie. So they launched its own official account, as well as the others for the president, first lady, vice president, and second gentleman. Additionally, for vice presidents for President Biden's re-election campaign that the president, as well as the Vice President Harris, will launch personal accounts on Threads as well, same as Twitter. The move, which was the White House said it had been in the process for several weeks, comes as Musk and X remain ensnared in controversy over hate speech, rolling the platform formerly known as Twitter, now becomes still X. So Musk himself implicitly endorsed of anti-Semitic conspiracy last week, prompting a stinging denucleation from the House, a major advisor, executives, and greater public outage. So the decision to join Threads gives Zuckerberg-controlled platform, which Musk has repeatedly assaulted, added credibility. It also comes as key public figures declared that they are switching from X to Threads entirely, citing Musk's conduct as an impetus for the move. I never heard that story quite like this before. Speaking of Threads, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me same as Instagram and Facebook. It's Marcel Myrick today, MarcelMyrickToday. That's Marcel Myrick today, representing 1, Facebook, 2, Meta's Instagram, and 3, last but not least, can you see it? All right. 1, Facebook, 2, Instagram, 3, Threads. So I am so excited to have the President, Joe Biden, First Lady Jill, Vice President Kamala Harris, the second gentleman, and many others, as well as the White House, join for the very first time on Threads. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen, Threads. Twitter, as a matter of fact, for the White House, the president, and many others, still stays in the official verified accounts, as well as, you know it. Don't say anything yet. I guarantee it. And what about this? Jennifer Rubin on Threads? Same as well? Oh, yeah. So, let me know if you all understand that we're welcoming to the President, First Lady, and many others. Very first time on Threads. Also, Keith Edwards. Can you see it? Can you see it? Huh? Can you see it? Bet you will. This is my Amazon Fire 7 tablet. Kareem gave it to me many years ago, and I hope it's not going to break or even crack something. No, etc. But this Amazon device, it allows me to download the apps, includes Threads, and it stays. Now, if you got Twitter, I guarantee that my account is at mmyrick29 is my Twitter handle. But I have to say this because of that. I guaranteed that this platform stays. So, I guarantee it for you, my friend, it stays. It definitely stays. And according to the StreamYard YouTube live stream, it has 1 viewer. I don't know what kind of name it is, so we'll try to figure it out instead. So do stay tuned for that. So since I got the Gmail too, I have the lovely Nana Tank who joined me for the very first time, but almost has tried to wrap up our show for this, the Mornings with Marcel and Friends. Let me give you this, the pre-Thanksgiving special. Yes, the pre-Thanksgiving special. And I guarantee it, and I'll have to wait for her to coming up. Uh-oh. I have the guarantee. I have the traveling tips for the holidays for this year is coming up, which includes all things considered, good and bad, everything might have go. So do stay tuned. One viewer who's watching my program, it's going to be a 30-minute show. And according to this, connection is fairly good. So keep on top. All right. 20 minutes past the hour here on Mornings with Marcel and Friends on this Tuesday. It is going to be the Thanksgiving special. And now, this is from the Tyler Morning Telegraph in Texas. They are traveling for you, not alone. Many of us here in our country will be traveling to visiting loved ones this holiday season, including my ma and Tia coming to Jersey. And I never saw them. I heading to Jersey tomorrow instead. So, AAA, in fact, predicts over 55 million Americans will be traveling during the Thanksgiving holiday. If you plan to drive or fly, expect travel delays or even some possibility hot temper travelers. The BBB, Better Business Bureau, advises consumers to plan ahead when traveling this holiday season. So, according to Michelle Ibayana Mills, president and CEO of BBB, serving Central East Texas, where despite high gas prices and airfares, there will be an extra levels of congregation on the roads and the air this holiday season. So it's very important to plan ahead, as it won't likely to be the most wonderful time of the year for traveling. So the BBB offers the following tips to help keep your holiday safe and stress-free if you're planning on traveling this holiday season. Create a car kit. Holiday driving often includes the threat of dangerous winter weather. Snow and ice lead to accidents, car troubles, long delays, and road closures. You can prepare for bad weather by creating your own safety kit. Basics for the kit includes a blanket, flashlight with extra batteries, radio, first aid kit, jumper cables, non-perishable foods like granola bars and nuts, bottled water, an ice scraper, and definitely, last but not least, or warm gloves. Yes, or warm gloves. Next up, ensure your vehicle is properly maintained. Breaking down on the side of the road can definitely put a damper on the holiday spirit. If your car is due for a checkup, take it to a trustworthy automatic before making that long haul. At the very least, check the car's fluid levels, wipers, and tire pressure. Check the condition of your tires. And if you plan on driving through serious winter weather, consider getting snow tires. Minimize distractions. According to the NSC, the National Safety Council, 28% of accidents here in our country happen when people are talking on their cell phones or tablets or sending text messages. When you're behind the wheel, don't text and drive or spend time fumbling with the navigation system. If you plan on flying this holiday season, remember, flight schedule early in the morning are less likely to get delayed, or later in the day, chances are higher for cancellations and definitely delays. Look for nonstop flights when possible. Airports will be crowded and missed connections due to delays are always possible. Travel light to avoid possible overweight baggage fees. No airline restrictions regarding baggage size, and wait before heading out. Consider carry-on bags if possible. Flying is one of many aspects of your travel to consider. Here are some other travel-related resources from the BBB. Rental cars, hotel rooms, and travel agents. Make your next car rental experience a little easier. Learn what to keep in mind when booking a hotel room. And last but not least, know what to look for a travel agent and even find one new you. I could have another Bible verse of the day is coming your way on my socials after the word of the day. I hope it's going to be 24 minutes past the hour. And last but not least, during the holiday or any time of year, find ways to travel safely Avoid scams. Remember to report any suspicious activities to BBB Scam Tracker and sign up for scam alerts. To find out more, visit bbb.org. And of course, BBB is a nonprofit business-supported organization that sets and upholds high standards for fair and honest business behavior. There are over 100 local independent BBBs across the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. That's 3 countries, including right here in New York and anywhere else, and which is founded back in 1985. And things are trying to keep it strong. So I'd like to send a shout out to the men and women of the Tyler Morning Telegraph in Texas for that amazing article. So thank you guys. I guarantee it. You guys are the best. All right. Prepare yourselves for the futures. Foresee what is definitely going up or down so far before the Thanksgiving Day break, or even the Thanksgiving break, that is. It will start tomorrow, but I promise you, it will be a half day. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, to see what are the futures taking place. Fall ahead of the dangerous Powell, no good enemy, and the Fed minutes. So they drop ahead of the minutes of Fed Reserve's latest policy meeting. Retail giant Best Buy tumbled after cutting its full-year sales outlook, while Navia earnings are due out after its close. So 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific today. The Fed minutes are out, and the minutes are expected to provide insight into the Fed Reserve's thinking on future interest rate moves. So the Dow percent versus fair value, while tech-heavy 100 futures are moved down 5 in morning action, and the S&P 500 futures fell 3% respectively. On Wall Street yesterday, could be a very good day on the stocks. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 6%. The NASDAQ tech-heavy composite advanced 1.1. S&P 500 is going to be moved things up to 7%. That's right, people. 7%. And let's see what the futures are set to take place one more time before the opening bell. And I promise you, I guarantee it, Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P's red column ahead of the futures, ahead of the meeting. That's today. Before I wrap up today's show, you know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for my socials, my friends, and even my amazing family. To stay upon together like a family tree, we make a perfect connection. We make a perfect connection. We say, God's grace, we're going to spend time together, and I promise you, it will be always a pleasure. No hard feelings, no bads, no sads, no curses. Just great quality time with my family, quality time with my friends, and even quality time on my socials. I'm not an addict, but I'm a star. Trust me. What do you think about that? What are you thankful for? Let me know. No, not mo is let me know. Let me know on my socials. Shall we? Let me know. I guarantee it. All right. That will be it for today's Mornings with Marcel and Friends for this Tuesday, November 21st, the day before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Eve is tomorrow. I will leave you with the word of the day to wrap up our show. Ransack. To ransack a place is to search it for something in a way that causes disorder or damage. I will spell it out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not 1, but 7 call letters. R-A-N-S-A-C-K. Ransack. Ransack. That's today's word of the day. All right, 9:30 here in the east, 6:30 out west. Time to get myself together, and I will see you right back here in this homeland, same time, same place, next Tuesday morning for another installment of Mornings with Marcel and Friends. My podcast, the Morning News Headlines Podcast, episode 210 is available now. Listen or subscribe or whatever you get your favorite platform or application to choose from, or your podcast app is available or whatever you get your favorites to choose from. It's the way it is to start your day. I'm Marcel Myrick signing off saying thanks for watching. I'll see you next Tuesday morning.